What's up, y'all? Listen, I am live today. I brought y'all a whole little show because I'm live. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I have so much to talk about, to catch everybody up on. So hello to our business page. Hello to our group, 1 million life coaches around the globe. Hello to LinkedIn. Hello to YouTube. We're all here. Hello to Facebook. So we are all here tapping in, so we can chat. I want to talk about the beautiful things that we have going on in our community, right? It really doesn't have anything to do with me. It really has everything to do with the collective, which is our full community. So thank you for tuning in. Let me get these comments and stuff going over here because they are everywhere. Hello, Mama Master Coach. I don't know who that is, but for some reason, Facebook doesn't show the user. So if you're tuning in, just drop your name so I can match you with the comments. And if not, it's okay. I know that you're here. I know that you're here, LinkedIn. I know that you're here. YouTube. Hello, Maya. I know that you are here. 1 million life coaches around the globe. And I know that you are here, Heart Community. Okay. So we have a lot to talk about, but before I jump into everything, hello, True. I miss you. It's just we just talked to each other, about 3 weeks ago, I guess. And then I went out the country. So, hey, it's good to see you. So before we get started, because this whole talk, I don't know. I guess I'll probably be on about 45 minutes to an hour because we have a lot to address. Let's just open up with something that we're really grateful for, right? I think sometimes, we get in our own rhythm and, we're working, we're attending to kids, we're attending to family, and then we're attending to everything that we got going on personally that we kind of forget to just have gratitude. So I'm really, really grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. There was one point in my life where it really didn't matter because I really wasn't doing anything. So I never just was like, oh, I'm so grateful I'm alive, right? Because I really wasn't serving a purpose. But I will say now, because I am operating in my highest level of my calling that I feel right now at this point in my life, I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful that God has blessed me with an opportunity to do the things that I do around the world. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. I'm so grateful to be chosen. I didn't used to like this stuff back in the day. I'm like, why me, God? Why you got to throw me out to the wolves? Why do I have to be sacrificed? And God's like, if I can send my son and sacrifice my son, I surely can sacrifice you as well. So now I just sit in gratitude of the assignment, because what I will say is it's really the assignment that we don't want. Hey, I see y'all popping in, but I can't see your name. So just tell me who you are. But it looked like my husband just popped in. Hopefully it was for what he said. But it's this assignment, y'all, that will propel you into your purpose. It will propel you into your calling. It will really eliminate the depression. It would eliminate the feeling of, what is my purpose? But you just have to accept the assignment. So most of the assignments that we receive are things that we do not want to do. I don't want to be, hello, Nappy. I don't want to be the authority of that. Right. I've told God that many of times, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be responsible for people. I don't want to be responsible for people's mental health. I don't want to be responsible for people's emotions. Like that's not the assignment that I want. And so when I will say, like, when something has dropped in your lap, it has dropped in your spirit, and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, I know this is not what you want me to do. 9.9 times out of 10, that is your assignment. And how you rise to the occasion to receive it is how you're going to be blessed. Like you're already setting up your blessings for the next decade, right? So it's like in this season right now, I may not be doing nearly as well as I want to be, and then an assignment drops in your lap, and it's like this can't be something that the universe or God want me to do right now, because I'm not even equipped to do it. Like, I'm not emotionally equipped, I'm not financially equipped, but it's like, yes, this is for you. And those assignments, really, I look at them like they're seeds. They're your seeds of abundance, or your seeds of prosperity. They're your seeds of opportunity for the next 5 years, 10 years to come. So when you reach that destination, like you're no longer, you're free from financial struggles, you're free from depression, you're free from loneliness, because you're operating in purpose. And it just doesn't seem like it at first, y'all. I'm telling you, it just doesn't seem like it. So this is my testimony. Like, everything that I'm operating in right now literally was dropped in an assignment for me 10, 15 years ago, right? And so I've been on this journey to be where I am now, and I'm grateful. So those of you who are jumping in, we started off with giving our gratitude to the things that we're grateful for. So go ahead and make sure you put that out in the universe, because we're a collective um, ecosystem today. When they say two or more gathered together, we are heard, and we're blessed, and we're received. So seeds to grow the legacy. Absolutely. So I'm so excited about all of the opportunities, that are coming forth in the Institute. So those of you who don't know me, you're jumping in, you're tuning in from YouTube, you're tuning in from LinkedIn. Some of you are on 1 million life coaches around the globe. Some of you are sitting here on my main page in Facebook. So I run a global life coaching school for heart-centered leaders, and also for educators. So we just launched our educators who want more, because I retire from education. Those of you who do not know, I retire from education. And so it's my way of, giving back to those teachers who work so hard and just go unnoticed, and they're underpaid. And so our life coach certification has managed to revitalize a lot of those teachers, and also give them additional income. So if you know an educator who they're a great educator, but they're burnt out and are talking about leaving their classroom, especially if they're in a Title I school, refer them to us, because if they're here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we do have an opportunity to now hire a lot of our educators that's working in these Title I schools, because that's really what they want to do. All they want to do is just get paid their worth and work with those kids. So we have figured out an opportunity where they're able to do that through the Institute and make that extra stream of income, and don't have to, go work at Target or drive Uber or, deliver Grubhub, like all the things. Y'all have no idea, like all of the things that teachers do. So we have that component of the Institute, and we also are a mental and behavioral health institute that serve in underprivileged and at-risk communities. And we are a mobile coaching and counseling services, where our coaches go and meet our clients right where they are. So we do a lot in the Institute, and I'm so grateful. Yes, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the Institute, and the little baby that it started, and now we're just growing and growing and growing, and we have a big project. We have another big project that we're working on that I'm so excited about, that hopefully I'll be announcing in the next couple of months. I like to get things rolling first and solidify before I put it out there. But I think the community is going to be excited, because one thing I will say is the Institute is led by some remarkable human beings. Like, I'm really proud of the coaches who have left their jobs. Like, I have coaches who have resigned from their jobs to come and work for the Institute, to come and serve in the Institute, to market and sell for the Institute. And whenever you find people to do that for you, that it really doesn't have anything to do with me. It's really a calling. Like, I just know that not only did God give me the mission, but he also connected me with other people who would believe in the mission, because it has become a part of their mission. And so because of that, these are the people we want working in our community. I love you too, whoever that is. These are the people we want working in our communities. And it brings me to the whole Leading with Love movement. You hear me? So the Leading with Love movement just kind of started when, like, I don't know, one day I just cried all day. I was just sad. I don't know. Like, I just got emotional just thinking about that day. But I was just sad one day, and I just cried all day. And if you know me personally, I'm not a crier. But I think it was me sitting with this big image that God had downloaded in my brain. And I was just thinking, like, I know this is not what you want me to do. And in the download I received, I went from working with kids. So, my whole professional career, has dealt with working with kids, to adults. Like, that's all that I saw in this download were adults. And I saw adults doing great things, and I saw adults that were kind of like in a slumber. It's really interesting how visuals come into my mind, right? Also, me being ADHD, I was diagnosed with it at a young age. So I have a very vivid imagination. So when I see visions in my mind, they're very vivid, and they seem so real. So I'm sitting and I'm crying because I don't want to do it. I just don't. Because now you want me to work with adults, right? People who are set in their ways, people who wear many masks, people who don't live in their truth, people who are so judgmental, like all of the things that we are. I want to just stay with the kids. That's just on that day, this is what I said. And it was so how he separated me, because I will say is, when you are given an assignment and you refuse the assignment, either you refuse the assignment and just know that you're going to, other things are going to, that you love dearly, that you love doing, somehow those things are taken away from you in some shape, form, or fashion, because you're pushed into the assignment. And then when you still resist the assignment, it's just like your life just becomes like this mediocre life, where you're just this person, you just kind of get up, you just go to work, you come home, you cook, you watch your shows on TV, like nothing spectacular is happening in your life. And I'm not downing those people who live that way, because there's a lot of people that live that way, who literally have no purpose. They hang out with their friends, and they may hang out with their family, and but basically they work, their life just consists of work. So I got separated from what I loved, which was my nonprofit at the time. I was running Hype Kids Nation, which was my nonprofit, and I loved working with my kids. And I came into this Leading with Love. Because here's the thing, even though I loved working with the kids so much and I was giving to my community, like I was doing 5K runs to raise awareness about, childhood obesity. I was doing um, charity dinners to raise awareness about, just the well-being, like the well-being of the child, the well-being of a mother, the well-being of, taking care of our hearts. I was doing all the things. And then God said, girl, it's so many more of you out there, but I need for you to find them. Like I need for you to bring my people together, because there's going to come a time when the world is going to need you the most, right? Like you doing all this stuff by yourself, but there's so many more of you. And I need for you to go on the journey and bring everybody together. And I just didn't want to do it. Why? Because adults, we are so set in our ways. Like we're cliquish, we're judgy, it's just a lot that we deal with because we still live in the inner child. Like, you know what I mean? Like if y'all know what I mean, drop me a heart in the comments. If you still are struggling with your inner child, because I know I am, I still be struggling with that girl sometimes. And some of us are so stuck in it that it's really hard for us to coexist with each other for a long period of time. And I just didn't want to do it. So the whole Leading with Love movement is to bring heart-centered leaders together. Like I don't know any other way to put it, but it's that. To bring heart-centered leaders together, those who believe that humanity was created from love. And if we don't pour back into humanity, then we lose our children. We're losing our communities. You have communities right now where you have kids killing kids. Like the gun violence is ridiculous. We have communities right now where literally their water is like unhealthy. Like here in the United States, we have communities right now, literally, where you go to a grocery store and they're buying expired food. Like they're literally selling expired foods in a grocery store. You have communities right now where the teenage pregnancy rate is so freaking high that, the community don't even know like what they're going to do, like how they're going to help take care of these young teenage moms because there's no funding. We have communities where the homelessness rates are so high. Like literally you're seeing houses made of boxes underneath bridges because people don't have places to live. We have communities now where you have professionals who are sleeping in their cars because they don't have, a place to stay. Because of the economy, the recession, inflation, literally professional people are living in their cars just waiting for, their next check or whatever so they can get a hotel room or whatever, but they'll keep up with their car note, but they're literally living in their cars. I can't think of what the movement is called, but it's being done, right? We literally have suicide in communities. We literally have kids are killing themselves inside of schools. You hear me? Y'all follow me? And all of this is going on. But where are our heart-centered leaders? Where are we? Where are we for our kids? Where are we for our elderly? Where are we for our communities? Because these things are going on because there's other powers in charge that are capitalizing off of suffering. Y'all feel me? Do you know that suffering makes people lots and lots of money? Do you know like us being sick makes people lots of money? It's creating billionaires Mental illness is creating billionaires because everything relates back to what? Medication, pain pills, like just the medical industry. So I literally had this download. I'm having it, I'm playing in my mind, I'm crying all day because I literally just see it all. It's like it was like a flash, like a poof, a flash of light, and then I had all those things that I just said to you are the things that I see vividly in my mind all the time. So God was like, yeah, it's time for you to go on your mission, bring heart center leaders together, and make a change. Because if anybody can do it, you can do it. I've nurtured you from a child. I've given you the heart for it. I've given you the patience for it. Like, you are the person that can do it. And I just didn't want to believe it. So anyway, it brings us to the Leading with Love movement, because if good leaders don't take a stand, you who are sitting on an idea, but you're so afraid because you think you won't have any support, you think people are going to laugh at you, you're waiting for perfection, which is never going to exist for you. And so you're not starting that business, you're not creating that product that you see in your mind, you're not doing that invention that that is needed because of all of the imposter syndrome, the laziness. That's one of the biggest things, the laziness and just the lack of motivation is felt in our communities and our kids and our elderly and our whole ecosystem, whole humanity. Because the more we sit down and do nothing, the other folks have no problems with putting poison in our foods, putting poison in our waters, making us sick so we can constantly have diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity and all of the things. Like, they don't care. They don't care that our kids are committing suicide in the schools. They don't care that there's gun violence left and right. They don't care that there's expired foods. They don't care that there's, unhealthy ingredients in our foods. They don't care. They don't care that the gas rates are high and you can't get to work. They want you to lose your job so we can start the recession. They want the economy to crash. So if we don't start coming together as a community of heart center leaders and start having conversations and supporting each other in some type of way, it has to always be financial. Sometimes it's just presence to know that, listen, you're not going crazy. What you're doing is so good. Keep doing it. Keep showing up for those kids. Keep selling your t-shirts, because at least, you're selling it with a high vibration, a vibration of love, right? Keep baking them cookies. Keep figuring out a way to do it healthy. Keep serving them plates at your kitchen. Keep going and volunteer. We need for you to be in office. We need heart-centered judges. We need heart-centered doctors. We need heart-centered lawyers and police officers and teachers. We need them. And when God gave me the download and told me how I was going to do it, I thought it was impossible. You want me to do it through life coaching? I don't even know what that is. I didn't even know what it was at the time. But now I have doctors and lawyers and police officers and teachers and politicians and pastors who have come through my courses and learned this Leading with Love methodology that I've created. Well, I didn't create it, but I put it out there. right? I was the brave soul who put it out there. And now we just have this beautiful movement. And everything that I'm creating, it just brings us more and more together, more and more together. And it don't be, and a lot of it don't have to do with money, because that's not the objective. The objective is to bring us together, to attract enough of us where the movement can sustain. Yeah. And I'm just meeting beautiful people. I'm just meeting more and more and more beautiful people who are like-hearted and who's like-minded. Because for me, it's like mind over heart. So the Leading with Love movement started, and I started going on tour, and I started meeting beautiful people from around the world. I'm going to show a little bit to you now, because last year I did the first conference, the Leading with Love Boutique Style Conference here in Dallas, and then this year I literally went on tour to talk about leading with love, and how heart-centered leaders need to do more. We're not doing enough. And I get why we're not doing enough, because we don't have the support. And there's always somebody trying to tear us down. I get that. We ain't going viral. We don't have no followers. Who gonna buy my stuff? You know what I mean? I ain't ratchet enough. I ain't showing enough skin. Don't nobody want to support me. And so we just kind of just go do our own little thing. I did it for years. Like, I don't have time. I can't kiss nobody ass. I can't be trying to fit into no little pies, because you can't put a big fish in a small pond. And I just couldn't fit in. So I just literally created my own world. And God said, it's time. Listen, I didn't create you to be alone. And He didn't create you to do it alone. But what happens is we start showing up, and then we stop showing up because life happens. But life is going to always happen. And just because you're a good person, it does not excuse you from life happening to you. It doesn't excuse you from you falling out with your friend. It don't excuse you from you getting a divorce. It don't excuse you from losing somebody you love. It don't excuse you from getting evicted or having your car repossessed. It don't excuse you from having your lights turned off. It doesn't excuse you from those things. You have a calling on your life that's so much bigger than your life, and you don't have to do it alone. And sometimes you're not the visionary. You're not the producer. Sometimes you're just the helper. Sometimes you're the Indian. Sometimes you're the collaborator. Sometimes you're the information seeker. And so I think that we operate in this hierarchy mindset where everybody want to be a boss, but you didn't even have the bandwidth for it. Because the first time somebody say something to you, hurt your feelings, you go run. You go run back and you lock yourself in the house. Sometimes the first time somebody say, oh, we don't like your idea, it hurts your feelings. Heart-centered leaders, we emotional. We are emotional beings. But we were created to do more. Are you doing more? What are you doing? What are you doing in your life? How are you paying it forward? Not collecting pencils, and once a year you go feed the homeless. You do the canned food drive at your church. That ain't enough. It's not enough. It's something inside of you that needs to be birthed, that your community needs. You even need it for your next level of healing, but you won't get out of your own way. And the Leading with Love movement is all about that. It is all for the smoke, for heart-centered leaders. When are you going to write that book so you can tell the story that's going to save 1,000 more people? You sitting on the book. When you going to write it? When are you going to event the hair care product with the real products that really can help people hair grow, instead of all of these sharks out here creating all this stuff that's putting more chemicals in our bodies? Why? Because it's all a part of the system. We're in a system that is created to destroy us. And there's only a very small percentage of people who's doing it right. Who's doing it right. I don't know who just said that, Master Coach, you read me. I don't know who said that. It is not, for some reason, it don't show the names on Facebook. So I'm telling y'all, when I teach my life coach certification class, this is what I tell the coaches. You're just because you're, you know, you teach Sunday school, you know, you always, you know, you the person that everybody go to. You always saving everybody. You always showing up for people. You are not excused from life happening. But you still have the responsibility. So I started going on this journey, this Leading with Love journey. And the Leading with Love journey is to bring heart-centered leaders together, one, to be responsible for our own healing, for our own callings over our life, and start producing those things, and then going back to take care of those people who really matter, which are who? Which are our kids, our youth, the disadvantaged, the underprivileged, the at-risk. They're our responsibility. Don't you know we're all responsible for each other? And this is what God was showing me over a decade ago. He was like, bravo, you're doing it. Yay. But it's not impactful. You ain't impacting nothing because you're doing it for self. I was just doing it for self. It was my self-fulfillment. It made me feel good that I was able to be selfless. But now it's like, you want me to collaborate? Like I got to collaborate with these people and go through all the growing pains of existing with people. And he said, it ain't about you, LaKendra. And it hasn't been. And the same fulfillment that I was getting when I was doing it for self is so much more profound now. Because me going on this tour and just being present, I mean, when you go outside of the country and you go and you serve in other places, that is profound for them. Just because you're present, like why did you leave your country to come here to just be present? Presence is a big thing globally. I literally went to the Philippines, and I'm going to pull this up while I'm talking about it. I think I have it here. I went to the Philippines and I went to serve, me and a group. It's not this slide. It's this slide. So we went to the Philippines because it started the Leading with Love Boutique Style Summit. We did a summit there. And this was a shelter for battered women. And we went to serve them. But they said your presence is enough. And they literally served us. Like, I just cried in the bathroom when I went back to the hotel. They danced for us. They sang for us. They fed us. Like, the presence was all that was needed. I need for y'all to follow me, right? Because I'm going somewhere with this. We feel that, if I go help, they going to want money. They going to want all my time. They going to want... Sometimes it's just your presence, because people need to understand that you care about their existence. Don't you know that we have people don't even show up? You right now have family who won't even show up for you. They don't come to any of your stuff at all. And when you have a friend that do it, it's like you try to hold on to that person. Like, if y'all following me, just put following if you following me. I'm so grateful that I don't have to experience that, because my family do support me. My friends, they support me. But I have people, I meet coaches all the time who don't have people show up for them. So here we're at the women's battered shelter, and our presence here, and these are our coaches. So we have coaches, and in the Philippines, and this is Coach K Sabala. She's actually our lead coach for JICE Asia. And then this young lady here, actually, we were able to bless her with $500. So the money that I raise on tour, I give it out to charity, because remember, I was given this download over a decade ago. So me propelling into my future, my financial blessings were already there. Y'all follow me? Because y'all be wanting it right then and there. Like, I want it now. Sometimes you're not going to get it now. Sometimes you got to be patient, because you just plant the seed. So when I accepted the calling that I did not want, I had already planted the seeds, and it took me a little bit over a decade to receive my abundance. So I don't need the money, because I had already earned it all. So the conference, the movement is for us as heart center leaders to give back in some shape, form, or fashion. And it doesn't have to always be money. So we were able to bless them with $500. We were also able to bless Hunger Free Philippines, that's ran by Josephine, with $500. But she was here locally to receive her money. But the good thing about it is, when we went to the Philippines, she sent 2 representatives to come and meet us. And I thought that was just amazing, right? Because we can really make a world this big. So we were able to bless Hunger Free Philippines with $500. And then we were able to bless the Licio Foundation with $500, which serves a village in Zambia, and providing school supplies with them so the kids can go to school. Simple stuff, right? So we were able to bless them. And then we were able to bless
Give me after. But that's amazing. So when you got started with
we're
this,
able to
how do you feel like this is
the
impacting the community?
meeting.
A great deal, and that's our main purpose, to give these kids something positive to be a part of outside of school. We're able to expose them to different cities, different states that we compete in and travel to, as well as college tours. Our seniors that graduated last year, they all received scholarships based on being a part of this team. So providing opportunities like that is a great deal.
Oh yeah, and you're making it fun. It's nothing more than going through life, going through school, and you got something to look forward to afterwards. And this, you molding women here. Okay, you molding it. Okay, I love it. I love it. Let them know again how to find you. How do they sign up to be a part of Explosive Grenades Award winning?
Yes.
All right.
All social media, Explosive Grenades, or you can come by our studio, Explosive Studios, on Matlock Road in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
And again, we're on all social media, or come see us compete. We do compete locally, and continue to take these titles like we do.
Oh, they taking titles. Okay, it ain't leaving no crumbs. All right. But I'm gonna move out the way.
So we love the explosive community, and we love Randy Baggett. So they were another one of our beneficiaries. So we were able to bless them with also another $500. And then the kids won a competition where they had to travel, and then we were able to give them more money. So the money that we raise for the Leading with Love movement, it is to bless the charities, right? So I want to share with you now our new beneficiaries that we're adding on. So like I said, I was able to go on tour. We started in the Philippines. I went over to Dubai, and then I was able to go over to Nairobi and the Sakini, and I hopefully I'm pronouncing their city right, but this is the Sakini school for girls, and it was breathtaking, and they stole my heart. Like if I had a million hearts, I would just give them all of my hearts. So I'm gonna let you see just a little bit of them. So those, to be able to visit, to see their classroom, and I may can pull up a video of their, see how they go to school and still be happy, and see how they sleep, like their dormitories, which is so crowded. This is their school. It's like 60 girls that fit into this one classroom. So to be able to, to make that type of impact, and that's what God was telling me, like, girl, you can be doing so much more. And my question was, do I have the capacity? And the answer was, are you still living? I'm talking to some of y'all, because you're asking yourself too, like, do I have the patience for this? Do I have the time for this? Can I do this? Do I have the support for this? And the same answer God gave me is, are you still living? Am I still giving you breath in your body to do, to create, to sponsor? So if you still living, the answer is yes, you do have the capacity. But it's do you want to make it the responsibility, right? So also we're adding, I've had the privilege of meeting Jason Mitchell, which is right here. Jason Mitchell is an actor. He played on The Chi. He played Eazy-E and NWA. He played in, I think, Godzilla. He's played in a lot of things, but people really know him from The Chi and from playing Eazy-E. Well, we have been able to partner with him as our heart ambassador because he has such a remarkable, resilient story. And he started serving with us at one of our local schools. So we're at Bowie High School, where he went and spoke to the kids. I mean, he just really went and became a part of the school, like, selflessly. And then we decided, because he was getting ready to make a new movie, which I think is out on Tubi, and also I think you can watch it on BET, and I think it's called Her King or something like that. I should have had it in front of me, but it's something King. He scholarshiped 2 kids, one from Bowie and one from another location, to be able to work, to learn, to see the work that happens behind the scenes, like like how you create stunts, the makeup, the wardrobe, the whole production, setting up scenes, breaking down scenes, to give them another mindset, like, you can be more than, wanting to be an athlete, wanting to, go into music, whatever. Like, there's other opportunities for you, like he was saying for himself. He wasn't the greatest kid at first until someone introduced him to acting. And so those kids were scholarshiped. They went to Florida with him, stayed a whole week. And if you go to simplylakendra.com, you can see the video that I have on underneath events for the Dallas events, where you are able to hear those kids' testimony. So he has a foundation that's called Dream Seeker Foundation, and is specifically for those underprivileged teens that feel like, there's nothing else to life for them. They feel like, they feel like they are deserving, but they just don't have direction. So we're able to sponsor them into Dream Seeker, where they can have the opportunity to work with Jason Mitchell and other people, because he knows some of everybody. So so some of our proceeds will also be going to sponsoring other kids to be a part of that program, because he is really doing the work. And so it was good. I watched it the other day. Yeah, it is pretty good. So anyway, so these are the great things. So this is like real life. And then this is the last thing. This is a school that's also in the Philippines. For those of you who don't know, it's like, why the hell she keeps talking about the Philippines? Because that was the first major country where we certified over 300 coaches in the Philippines. So they like my family, y'all. Just get over it. I feel like in my other life, I was a Filipino. I was born there. so we have because of attorney Coach Heidi, we are able to have a hub there into Globin. And so for 3 to 4 years, I was going there like every 3 to 4 months. So I've just been able to build family there. And Coach Fiery, which is right here sitting next to me, she runs this school. She actually has many schools where she serves children with autism, and we're able to go and visit her location. So so we would like to do something for her when we return back in May. And if you want to go on the Leading with Love tour with me, just let me know. Because Coach Esteen was able to go. It was her first time being that far away from her family. Like she didn't go with her kids or her husband, and she became an international speaker because she spoke. My husband, who had never been either, also went, and he became an international speaker because he spoke. And so we have a great time. And so next year, the tour is going to be fire. Okay, we're going to have so much fun. So just, if follow me. And so just, hey, if you want to make a greater impact and you don't know how, sometimes you got to be with a visionary. Sometimes you got to be with an inventor, right? And it's okay. It's okay to follow sometimes, y'all. I just got back from being with my master coaches and my business strategists, because I don't know everything. And so I had to be a follower for a minute, right? It's okay. That's how you grow. You can't always be the chief. You can't always be the person who know everything. How are you going to grow, right? So it's okay. So on tomorrow, we have created what we call Love Thursdays. And on tomorrow is our first Love Thursday, where we're bringing heart-centered leaders together so we can fellowship, so we can celebrate, and so we can network, right? And whatever this is going to grow into, I just trust the process. Like I say, I don't have all the answers. I've had the vision of it, and I trust the vision. So tomorrow will be our first day, and I'm excited for whoever is going out. If you're interested, just drop me a comment, say I'm interested, and I'll give you the link. It's free. And if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's happening in our office. We felt like the first inaugural should be at our office, but they will be in various places. So why? Because I believe in building relationships in our community. Because good people. You got to get out there, and we want to meet other good businesses. We want to meet good restaurants who only believe in serving fresh foods, foods that are healthy. We want to go into establishments who maybe have a charity, maybe they give back to their community, maybe that's a part of their core values. So these are the things that we're wanting to do for Love Thursdays. It happens the last Thursday of every month. Okay. So just drop me a comment if you want to know more about that. But the Leading with Love boutique style love gatherings, so that's what they're called now. They're called love gatherings. No longer a conference, because I don't really do conferences. I learned that last year. I'm really not the conference person, but I can bring great people together where we share information and empower each other. So now we're having these love gatherings, in our love gathering to end the tour is November 3rd and 4th. And I have been torn, y'all, on how do we make this inclusive for all, right? And when you start talking about inclusivity, you have to look at money. That's what we don't want to talk about. You have to look at money if you're talking about inclusivity. So I know the community that I serve don't have a lot of money. I serve a lot of educators. I serve a lot of high professionals, but they barely making it. And so at first the tickets were kind of, they were a little expensive. And then I just had to take myself out of it and bring God back into it. And I just asked God, what you want me to do? Because you're not going to let me out of it. So what is it that we need to do? And y'all, I had a whole vivid dream about Lovey the bear. So let's listen to this real quick.
We need 8 hugs a day for maintenance. We need 4 hugs a day for survival. We need 12 hugs a day for growth. Hugs are important for a lot of reasons. They strengthen your immune system. They increase your feelings of safety and belonging. They boost the hormone oxytocin, which heals feelings of loneliness, isolation, and anger. So please hug your kids, hug your spouse, hug your parents. You can even hug your pets.
And you can even hug Lovey the bear, right? And so I want y'all to meet Lovey the bear. So y'all, on today, I went and met Lovey's parents. Okay, I really did. I went and me and Coach Asim went and met Lovey's parents. So this is his mama over here. That's his daddy, the big red bear. And I just told them, I want you to have some babies for me so I can bless these heart center leaders who need at least 5 hugs a day. Did y'all hear what he said? That's a doctor. Y'all listen to the doctors and stuff. We need at least 5 hugs a day just to activate the oxytocin in our system, that make us feel happy, that help us feel less stressful, that let us have less anxiety, right? And to help us to remind us that it's okay not to be okay. And it's okay for you to take a break. And it's okay for you to say no. And it's okay for you to pursue your dreams and be a mama, or pursue your dreams and still be a daddy, a provider. You can still have it all, but it's not going to be easy. It's okay for you just to be you. It's okay to walk away from toxic people. It's okay for you to walk away from toxic people. You don't have to stay and be burdened. You don't have to keep showing up for everybody. You don't have to do 4 events in one day. You don't got to be in 3 places in one freaking day. I used to do it. I'm just talking about myself. How do you create the freedom and the love and the care and the compassion for yourself? Lovey Bear is going to remind us of this. So I said, how about in order for people to just get a seat into such a positive the place that's going to be talking about leading with love and the inspiration behind it, we just have everybody adopt a bear. So I went and sat with Lovey, mom and daddy. They said, look, Kendra, no problem. We'll have the babies for you, right? We're gonna have 100 babies. And he'll be here. Well, it's not a he or a she, it's just a bear. So I'm gonna say it. Lovey will be here October the 14th. And for you to attend the Leading with Love boutique style love gatherings, all you got to do is adopt a bear, and you can pick your bear up at the event, or you can donate your bear back to charity. So you see all the places that we serve, your bear is going to go to somebody who's going to love it, somebody who needs those additional hugs, right? Some of you live alone and you need something to cuddle up with. The bear is so adorable. You're going to love the freaking bear. So this is one model of the bear. This model actually is our Asia bear model. We have a USA bear model. So the bears are made here, and the mom and daddy getting it on. And I get to go pick up our babies. So adopt Lovey the bear and join the Be Kind community, and join the Leading with Love movement. The Be Kind community is our nonprofit where we serve in at-risk communities. So y'all just join, just get on board. Help us find other people to adopt Lovey the bear. And like the good doctor said, what did he say?
8 hugs a day for maintenance.
We need 8 hugs a day. I ain't getting 8 hugs a day. And I have a whole husband, but trust me, he gonna say, well, it's your fault. That's what he gonna say. Because if he can hug me 1,000 times a day, he would. He gonna be like, that's your fault because you're always busy. But you can definitely give yourself a hug. Like if you need a hug and can't nobody else hug you, you can do, because your brain don't know that it's you hugging yourself. So hug yourself and release that feel good chemical in your body, so you can have less stress, you can calm down, you can feel safe, you can feel love. It's all so beautiful, y'all. It's all so beautiful. So thank y'all for tuning in. We went for almost our hour. I said about 45 minutes to an hour. I just wanted to share with y'all all the beautiful things that's going on right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The other great thing is, if you know someone who is doing amazing work in our city, and maybe they go unnoticed, but you want to celebrate them. We also, a part of November 3rd's event is an award ceremony. So even though we're coming together to raise money, well, not even raise money anymore, it's just to find homes for Lovey to go to. So you adopting a bear is the fundraiser. So if we can get rid of 100 bears, we are going to be able to touch so many lives. Can y'all help me do that? If LinkedIn, if you will help me do that, just put a yes or drop a heart or a bear. Find a bear. If you got one of them little emoji bears, drop a bear. If not, drop me a heart. If you are willing to help us find a home for Lovey the bear. 1 million life coaches around the globe. If you are willing to help us find Lovey a bear a home, drop us a heart or a bear. If you're tuning in on my Facebook page and you're willing to join the movement of heart-centered leaders being responsible for our own wellness so we can expand more, because the better we take care of ourselves, the better we can lead, and the more we can lead, right? Like, take care of yourself. Because you know what? I can't go do that. I can't go speak. I'm too fat. Do you know that was my mindset like 2 years ago? I had gained so much weight and it was like, I'm too fat. I can't do that. I was literally saying that I can't. Like, that's not even my vocabulary, but I'm telling you, y'all, the mindset is trickery when you stop taking care of yourself. So Lovey Bear is going to remind us to be kind to ourselves. And it comes with a certificate of love. It comes with like his whole little adoption paper. So you're going to get the certificates, adoption papers of love, and you're going to get a be kind promise. So not only are you going to love yourself better, but you're going to also be kind, be kinder in your communities, be kinder in your homes. So we need Lovey the Bear to be adopted because I asked the mama bear to have 100 babies. That's not even triplets, right? It's like, what is that number when you have 100 kids? And they said, yes, the mama bear and the daddy bear said, we'll do that for you. Yeah. We're gonna get it in until we push out 100 Lovey Bears, okay? So thank you for whoever dropped those hearts on my Facebook page. But I need your help. Like, I need your help of finding Lovey Bear a home and bringing people to the event on November the 3rd. I mean, $175, you're going to get a bear that you can have yourself. You can pick your bear up at the event. You're going to get a great time. We have a fashion show that's going to be going on. We have dinner that's going to be served. We have a keynote speaker. We have the award ceremony. And we have the wonderful, we have a photographer that's coming. Last year, he set up a whole background, Christmas background, and people got their Christmas pictures done. Like, my events be hot. Not because of me, because I got great people who help me to fulfill the vision, but we're going to have a great time. And $175 to adopt a bear and you still get all of the other things is priceless. It's priceless. YouTube, drop me a heart or an emoji or whatever, a heart emoji if you're going to be helping us pushing your community as well, those of you who are listening. And if you are a heart-centered leader and you believe in the expansion of love for your community, for yourself, then this is something that you can tap into. I promise you, we can all do this together and be happy. If you are a corporate, if you want to be a corporate sponsor, for $5,000, you can adopt 30 bears, and that will give you 8 tickets to come to the love gathering. You know, it's red carpet. I want y'all to see like this. This is, you're going to be interviewed.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Luscious Barbie. I am on the red carpet Lady with Love Boutique Style Conference, and I'm here with. Bring it in. It's for you. It's for you.
I'm getting in there. Oh, it's for me.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta see the outfit. Let's see the suit. All right, you gotta twirl it. Twirl it. We gotta see. Open it up. Okay. You already knew what the program was. Let them know who you are, what you do, all of that.
Hey guys, my name is Conrad Alagaban. I am getting to speak tomorrow on passion, and I'm excited.
So listen, y'all. It's a whole vibe, okay? It's a whole vibe. It's diversity in the room. You know, it's just a beautiful room of love. And we had such a great time last year. Hopefully we'll get the beautiful Luscious back on the red carpet. She did amazing. Everybody who wanted to amplify their voice got to speak with Luscious. And then we had a journalist. We had a really big time journalist that was there that did a write-up. And I was I was just Googling myself one day and I was like, oh my gosh, look at us being in the news. The Leading with Love boutique style love gatherings was there because we had journalists there and they was listening to the interviews and they were so impressed with the level of professionalism and business owners that were there. So help us out and let's find our beautiful Lovey Bear a home. He ain't just for kids. He is also for adults. Because trust me, we got bears everywhere. So that's it, y'all. Inbox me, drop me a message if you want to be a part of the movement. Save the date, November 3rd and 4th. November the 3rd is in person. November the 4th is a virtual. Hey, Farida, how are you? Hey, sister girl. Missed you. Like I really, really did in Mexico. But hopefully I'll be able to see you soon. If you're not busy, come out to Love Thursday on tomorrow at 6 p.m. at my office. Just let me know if you're not busy. I would love to see you. But the 4th is going to be a symposium. Why? Because when I sent out the speaker sheet for people to sign up to be speakers, most of them came like we had about 3 or 4 to come here from the US, but most of them came out of Africa and the Philippines. So I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. So, I really talk about diversity and inclusion a lot. And okay, great. You're going to message me. Great. I really talk about diversity and inclusion a lot. And so it's like, how can I exclude, like when I come home, this should be the finale. Like, how do I create the finale? And I finally pieced it together. So we will always end it with a beautiful celebration of celebrating hearts and the leaders and amplifying what they're doing, because it just takes a beautiful ecosystem to nurture our youth, to nurture our elderly, and to nurture, those who are underserved and underprivileged. And it's our duty to do that. I'm sorry. It's our duty. If you have a love for humanity, then you should be doing more. And that was the whole message of today's live. Okay. So I'm getting ready to go and work on something, but I'm so excited that the conception of Lovey Bear happened today. And I need 100 people to adopt Lovey the Bear so he can be in someone's home, raising their oxytocin levels, making them feel happy, making them feel, accepted and loved, right? So y'all be good. Sending y'all love and light. Bye, y'all.
For survival, we need 12 hugs a day for growth. Hugs are important for a lot of reasons. They strengthen your immune system. They increase your feelings of safety and belonging. They boost the hormone oxytocin, which heals feelings of loneliness, isolation, and anger. So please hug your kids, hug your spouse, hug your parents. You can even hug your pets.